right, as far as the injuries go, Mike Dana tweaked his left quad, and Fulton tweaked his ankle there. We'll just see how that is going forward. I'll take full responsibility for that game. Probably stayed too aggressive on that, and that's my responsibility. I thought my guys played their tail off and played hard and aggressive football, and they stuck together throughout the game, and they'll pay for us down the road when as we continue to grow. I thought the fans were unbelievable. They were great. Everybody stayed and kept us going. There were some good things within all of it. I thought defensively we played really solid football. We had short fields at times, and the guys took care of business there. Obviously, on the offensive side, we can't have the turnover. Again, I've got to dial up something different than that. But I thought Thornton played all the way through everything. It was great to see him get a big catch there, pat on the long throw. Kelsey had a nice day with the completions. I know he's upset at the last one, but we keep rolling here and keep getting better. So, and then special teams, I thought Ariza did a nice job with his punts, over a 59-yard average there, and then Nico had some nice returns there. So, all in all, though, my responsibility, and we'll get better. Time's yours. Yeah, well, the obvious answer, D, would be that we complete it, but I've got to put the guys in the right position to get that done.
I know it's a hard play to stop, but that's such a question about being one of the critical plays in that game. Just what you guys try to do to stop it?
Yeah, you try to get penetration is what you try to do and be able to stop it, but that's a pretty rough one. I might have had a couple of them that they got off a little early on, but we'll look at that. Yeah, listen, he's trying to get guys fired up and going. That's him. He's that way every week if you keep an eye on him. So he's all in all the time. So that's the way he was today.
Andy, what do you see, what do you think in going forward on 4th and 1 in your end of the field?
Yeah, no, listen, they were going to stay aggressive likewise. I think it's important against that crew that you stay aggressive. I probably could dial up some different things there, but I think against them you've got to do that. And then I obviously thought the plays we called were available, but it didn't get done the way I wanted it. So.
And the 0-2 to start the season, that's not what you wanted. It wasn't the season a lot. Just kind of passes.
Yeah, keep playing hard. I'll take this one. You keep playing hard. So stick together and play hard.
And the Eagles are obviously the second one part, but there's so much more they do. But even with the attention on him, you guys did really well against the outside receivers. What do you think of just the way you're seeing very bounce back?
Yeah, listen, I thought Spags had a nice game plan, very aggressive, and I thought our secondary rose up to that part of it, and they've got good receivers. I thought they stayed aggressive on the receivers within the framework of things, and I just thought all around it was a good defensive performance.
Andy, when you think about Patrick running with the football, obviously it's a fine line. What are your thoughts? Do you have any concerns about him taking too many hits?
Yeah, he'd probably tell you the same thing. He trains that way. He goes after it, and he's not going to not take an opportunity if it's given. So obviously he wasn't accounted for on some of those plays, and he took advantage of it. I don't want to see him get the big hits, but he's a pretty competitive guy.
Following up on that, just QB sneaks, I know you've been trying to stay away from those, but is there any thought to bringing those back to the short yard situation?
Yeah, listen, they've got a knack for it. You look at the rest of the teams that try this thing, and it's a crapshoot there. So we thought we had some good short yardage plays there, and we just came up short on a couple.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right.
Travis Kelce had a frustrating showing in the Kansas City Chiefs game against the Philadelphia Eagles. The 35-year-old tight end looked frustrated on multiple occasions during the Super Bowl rematch on Sunday, September 14 as the score stayed close throughout the game. During one particularly tense moment in the second quarter, seen in a clip on X, Kelce is seen slamming his helmet on the field near the Chiefs' sideline bench and appears to be yelling, "I'm sick of this S." The Chiefs' first touchdown of the game came during the same quarter, thanks to quarterback Patrick Mahomes running 13 yards into the end zone. The Kansas City squad looked hyped up after Mahomes' big play. Unfortunately for Kelce, another frustrating moment came in the fourth quarter after a pass he tried to receive from Mahomes was intercepted by the Eagles' defense, putting Philadelphia up 20-10. Kelce was seen hanging his head and pacing on the sidelines after the interception. Kelce and the Chiefs are hosting the Eagles at Arrowhead Stadium after losing to Philadelphia at the 2025 Super Bowl in New Orleans. Speaking to ESPN ahead of the new season, Kelce said he's thrown the frustrating loss in February in the trash and moved on to the new season. "It happened sooner than you can imagine. I was pretty focused on this year in the off-season." Kelce added, "You've got to go through the dog days and enjoy it for what it is, man. We're rocking and rolling, man. It's training camp, so you're going to feel the soreness and the heavy workload you're getting every day. You've got to enjoy it for what it is and fight through that." Head coach Andy Reid raved over Kelce's training in the off-season during Chiefs training camp in July. "He's svelte right now," said Reid, 67. "He looks like he's 20. He's doing a great job. He's in great shape." Before the Chiefs played the Chargers for their season opener in Brazil on September 5, Reid told reporters, including People, that Kelce was working very hard this training camp and in the off-season, and I know he looks forward to getting started. And although last season's Super Bowl defeat may have hit hard, Kelce previously won Super Bowls in 2020, 2023 and 2024 with the Chiefs, and is hopeful that the future will bring more. "Football has always been the biggest driving force I've ever had. I love coming out here and focusing on this and getting better for another run at hopefully a Super Bowl," he told ESPN. Instead of Kansas City snagging a 17-13 lead in the Super Bowl 2025 rematch, the Eagles, after Makuba's return, took over at their own 41 and proceeded to march 10th plays and 59 yards for a touchdown of their own. And that eventually allowed Philadelphia to escape Arrowhead Stadium with a 20-17 win, improving to 2-0 while the Chiefs dropped to 0-2 with Kelce's fiancée, Taylor Swift, in attendance after making a quiet entrance. After Patrick Mahomes scrambled for a 13-yard rushing touchdown to give the Chiefs an early lead over the Eagles in the Super Bowl 59 rematch, the star tight end seemed visibly bothered. The cameras panned to Kelce after Mahomes' touchdown run, and he looked to be losing his cool on the sideline towards his teammates and head coach. "I'm sick of this S," Kelce said, appearing to direct the comment at Andy Reid and a few Chiefs players. However, as for what transpired in the second half, Kelce may have to look inward. The Chiefs were driving, and what appeared to be a go-ahead touchdown pass from Mahomes to Kelce slipped through the tight end's hands and into the waiting arms of Eagles safety Andrew Makuba. Kelce was about to cross the goal line when the ball went right through his hands and Makuba took it and ran with it the opposite direction. If not for Kansas City right tackle Josh Simmons reaching 18.35 miles per hour to chase down Makuba, the Philadelphia defender would have coasted into the end zone. It was the third highest speed topped by an offensive lineman in the last 2 seasons. However, Jalen Hurts led the offense down the field anyways and pushed himself into the end zone to give the Eagles a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. What looked to be a 17-13 KC lead was quickly a 20-10 Philly lead.